Okay. Isn't that beautiful? There's the McIntosh headphone amp. Being driven by the Cambridge. I mean, you got to admit, putting some green LEDs underneath the tubes and that combination of green, that's a green LED that's glowing up through the tube. And then, of course, you have the orange filament. I mean, what a combo. I mean, is that awesome? Seriously. And you have this McIntosh branded tubes. Let's see what tubes those are. Turn the light on here. And I'm getting to a point in a minute, but so right here we have a 12 AT7 and another 12 AT7, so there's two channels. So each channel has a 12 AT7 and a 12, I know what a 12 AT7 is, a 12 BH7A. I'd have to look that one up. And of course, it's like many McIntosh products, they're being driven through output transformers. This is not an output transformerless tube amp. And then there's the power transformer. Now, what I've done to change things, I was hearing a little bit of noise. And the reason I'm making this, I just made a silly little video saying, hey, here's my computer system. I got a lot of feedback, a lot of comments, and people were kind of excited about it. I thought it was pretty cool. Now I gotta sneeze. Oh my God. I don't have a mute button on my phone, and I'm not gonna make any cuts. It's in Virginia, and the pollen is like an inch thick on the hood of my car. So anyway, I made a comment that there was a little bit of background hiss. And the best way I could describe it is like a frying pan sizzle, like you're sizzling bacon in the frying pan. And so one of the commenters said, okay, we'll switch to XLRs. So I did. I had these XLRs laying around, a little long for the application, but it doesn't matter because they're shielded. And the point behind XLRs is that's why they use them in the music industry. You can run long lengths and they're noise-free. They're shielded. You've got 3 pins. 2 pins are the signal. Each of them's out of phase, and then of course the braid on the outside. Both of those out of phase signals run through the middle of the wire. The outside is grounded, so you kind of have a Faraday cage around it, so that'll shield it from the noise. And then they go into a differential amplifier, the 2 out of phase signals, and the differential amplifier kills any common mode noise. Differential meaning difference. So anything that's out of phase, like the actual signals, will pass through. Anything in phase, like the noise that gets introduced, will be canceled. So I did that, but it didn't do anything. But that's fine. I'm leaving these here because I'm enjoying the placebo effect. I'm enjoying it. Placebo. I'm enjoying it. However, and this is what I'm going to ask you. I can't explain it. So I reseated the tubes. I pulled them all out and reseated them. That's one thing you can do. People forget about that. You have to reseat the tubes from time to time. There could be oxidation on the pins. So I did that, but that did nothing. I still heard the frying pan, very subtle in the background. Not during music, you don't hear it, just like during silence. Ever so subtle frying pan sizzle. Sometimes out of the left ear, sometimes out of the right ear. I could not explain it. So what I did is I just started experimenting with the load, the impedance. Now, these headphones are the load is 300 ohms. So what I did is, what you do is you pick the closest to it. So I picked 250 ohms as the load, and you want maximum power transfer. So I picked 250 ohms for that. and I got the sizzle. And I started experimenting, and so what I did is I dropped it down to the minimum load of 320, 32 ohms. So I'm not getting maximum power transfer. It dropped down the volume, it dropped down the amplitude a little bit, but it's compensated by taking the volume knob from here to there. Totally compensated. That it'll eradicated all that frying pan noise down to zero, down to dead silence. The sound is still fantastic. I cannot explain why mismatching the load eradicated that background frying pan noise. I'm an engineer and I can't explain it. I don't know why, but it did. Maybe if there's someone else that has this amp, if they had the same issue, you could try the same thing. But it did, and the sound is still fantastic. There's no issues with it. It doesn't change the character of the sound. When you mismatch the load, you're going to veer away from maximum power transfer. But or in this case, it might be maximum voltage, but that's a different issue. I won't get into that, but it doesn't matter. So you have to compensate by increasing the volume just a tad bit, but it got rid of the frying pan noise completely. Why? I don't know. I can't explain it. Three of my favorite words in the world are I don't know, because it's called humility. I don't know. Don't know. If anyone can explain it, tell me. Now, the sound is great, and I would swear to you that also improved the bass. I was telling you earlier I was a little lacking in the bass. Now, of course, the Sennheisers are known not to have the deepest of bass. They're very bright, but very articulate and accurate. And I compared these Sennheisers to many other brands, and these are awesome. And I was willing to sacrifice the bass for the awesomeness everywhere else. But doing what I just did, eradicated the frying pan noise in the background during dead silent passages. And believe it's very low in level, but it eradicated that, and I swear it improved the bass. Why? I don't know. I just wanted to give you an update. I have my Placebo XLRs back here. They're awesome. Thank you guys. Just a quick update. For some reason, I'm making more videos since I said I'd never make another video than before when I was making videos. Stereo Police. Ciao.